Okay, so there we go. Cowboys, just lots of mistakes in that game. Fumbles. Now we see what's been going on all these weeks, which, I mean, Dak Prescott has been literally carrying this team on his back this entire season. He's been getting like almost 500 passing yards a game and running for first downs and touchdowns, and just without him, we just get completely blown out of the water. Nobody is able to do a single thing. I mean, we've got our offensive line is all messed up, dude. And I've been talking about Tyron Smith. He's a good player. It's just he's getting older, man, and he's constantly injured. It's time for the next couple years to get first round draft picks on the line. And I don't want to settle for, you know, two or three offensive linemen in one draft. I want to do this year after year. First rounder. You know, I don't know if it's going to work out the way it did before, because we had 8-8 seasons and losing seasons, so we were able to get a high draft pick. But definitely over the next at least two, but I would do 3 years, we need to pick up first round draft pick linemen. I mean, it's just at least for the next 2 years, because just, linemen aren't given away in this league. These good linemen in the league, they get drafted in the first round and they stay with the same team their entire career until they're old and they're no longer that good. You can't just pick up good linemen in free agency. You can't do it. You have to draft them. And it's hard to bite the bullet like that and just suffer for years because you have to pick up linemen. But if you don't do that, you'll never be good. I don't blame Andy Dalton. I mean, if you ever played football, which I did, the starting quarterback gets like 99.5% of all the snaps in practice. I was a backup quarterback in high school. I mean, I was like the third stringer, but, I played starting middle linebacker, but I also was a backup quarterback. And I know those backup quarterbacks, I've played football enough to know, they don't get any of the snaps with the starters. They don't know. It's really, and I heard people saying, oh, Andy Dalton's going to do better than Dak Prescott. It would be a miracle if that happened, because he doesn't get all the snaps. He didn't get all the snaps all the way from even before the season started until now. So we're going to suffer. You put a backup in there like that, he's going to throw an interception or two. There's going to be some bad throws and some miscommunications. It's going to happen. And and you want to talk about mistakes, that always happens in football. Football is a wild, wacky game with all types of crazy shit happening. You can't just blame it on that. You can't wait for a game where stuff like that doesn't happen. You're going to have tipped balls that get intercepted, and fumbles and crazy shit like that is going to happen every single game. You're going to lose the ball and give the other team a short field sometimes. Whether it be throwing it to a receiver and he gets the ball knocked out of his hands and it interception, or whether he gets the ball knocked out of his hands, it's a fumble. It's just, and quarterbacks throw interceptions every once in a while. Sometimes they'll have multiple interceptions in a game. You're going to have stuff like that. And we've got a new coach. We've got a new defense. So we're going to have to get, on top of drafting linemen, we're going to have to draft outside linebackers that are 3-4 outside linebackers that can rush the quarterback. So we have several positions to atone for in the draft. So It's probably, I hope not, but it's going to take several years to get all those people. So and I knew this was going to happen when we got rid of Garrett. We were going to inherit a completely new coach, not just one coach. When a new head coach comes in, they fire all the old coaches that were with the old coach and bring in all the new coaches that are with the new coach. The special teams coordinator, the defensive coordinator, all that shit. It's all new people, so I mean, it's just, I mean, and even at that, we went, what? I don't know. It's not like we're some great team before this year. I mean, you could say, well, we're a great team on paper, but it's not like we're already a great team year after year. And even if we were, you get a new coach, you're going to digress a little bit, so I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see. I don't think you can 100% blame Dalton. I mean, there was a lot of bad plays. I think it was the safety that allowed that touchdown on that streak. All I know is the safety was guarding the hook to curl and flats when he should have been guarding the deep ball. And then all of a sudden he sees, oh, he's going to run by me, and he tries to run back. You had two guys guarding the same area in that play. That's a miscommunication. One of them should have been guarding the deep ball, and I think it was a safety, because when the guy ran by him, he turned and ran back like, oh, I should have been guarding that. That's another place where we need some help is with our safeties, I think. So I was highly upset. I tell you, this is a hard season for me to watch. I think if Dak Prescott never got injured, I would have been a lot happier. But these games are getting hard to watch, man. So, all right. Thank you very much.